Hello everyone, my name is Ben Cleany, and this is my informative speech. So, I decided to do my speech on a trading card game that I recently started playing called Flesh and Blood by Legend Story Studios. When I first started playing, I didn't know almost anything about the game. All I knew was the name. That's really it. And despite knowing someone that plays the game competitively, I still didn't quite understand the game very much. And so I did a research into it. I wanted to know the story of the game, and that took me some time actually to do. And so that's why I have been doing the speech, is to save you the time of researching this game and tell you the basic information about it. So, first of all, what exactly is Flesh and Blood? Well, Flesh and Blood is a trading card game released back in October of 2019. And it, according to seller.tcgplayer.com, Flesh and Blood, since its release, Flesh and Blood has quickly risen to become one of the world's top selling TCGs, or trading card game. And I understand exactly what they mean. As someone that has played other TCGs such as Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh!, I know very well how quickly a trading card game can rise in fame with very little effort, mainly just by the artwork on the cards. Yet that isn't the only reason why it rose. Flesh and Blood brought a unique playstyle to the board, that makes it very different from all the other games, while still staying very similar. But yet I still didn't know why it was called Flesh and Blood, so I did research into that as well. And in an article post back in December of 2018 on Flesh and Blood's official website, fabtcg.com, they say, but as publishers, TCG publishers prioritize digital platforms in the pursuit of higher profits, it removes fans from local game stores, and that threatens the existence of local communities. Sorry. And that is the whole premise as to why it was called Flesh and Blood. Because it is meant to be played in the flesh and blood. Not exactly like played in blood, because that would be kind of disturbing, but they meant that you have to be of flesh and blood to play the game, both players or all the players playing, because it can play one-on-one, or you can have a whole group of people playing, all going up against each other with their cards. To play Flesh and Blood, you would first need a deck. There are two types of decks, a Blitz and a Constructed deck. Blitz decks actually are fairly new, and they're actually releasing them. Blitz decks, the difference between a Blitz deck and a Constructed deck is the number of cards allowed of a certain card, as well as the number of cards total, excluding your hero and their equipment. There are four types of cards that go into a deck. Like that, the hero, their equipment. You have four equipments and either one weapon and a shield, two weapons, or just one weapon, period. As your character will, of course, have two hands, so they can hold a weapon in one hand and a shield in the other. Or, if they have a bow, that takes up both their hands. And so they have to use both hands to fire the bow. And their equipment is a helm, body armor of some sort, greaves or gauntlets, and then boots. And then you have your deck. Your deck has almost everything else your deck needs. The only thing that it doesn't have in it is aura cards. Aura cards are very unique in that they're many other heroes can use them, or other cards in the deck can cause an aura to appear. Auras remain on the field until certain conditions are met that cause them to be removed. Or, if it doesn't have any of those conditions, it stays on the field from the moment it gets played. And that's really the basics of the game. You have a 40-card deck in a Blitz, and then a 60-card deck in a Constructed, and they both play exactly the same. So, if you found this game interesting, check it out at fabtcg.com, or go to your local game store and see if they have it. See if they have an event that goes on every week, and ask if you could watch what they do to learn the game, how to play the game more. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.